About 5 years ago, we embarked on the longest, biggest and the most challenging drive of all when we decided to drive from Stuttgart to Pune. From the German headquarters of Mercedes-Benz to their Indian headquarters around 18,000 kilometers away. It was also the first time that an Indian auto magazine had done an intercontinental drive. The story that follows is from over 5 years back, and a lot has changed since then. Some people from the team have moved on to other roles, while others, both in the team and other organizations who were involved with the drive, now sport different designations. Also, the magazine changed its name to AutoToday from Bild India, and Headlines Today is now India Today Television. Parts 1, 2 and 3 are already up on our channel, and this here is the fourth and final part of the incredible Great Overland Adventure.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning right now, and the temperature is -2. We came out to start our cars. This one started, but the GLA didn't, for one very simple reason: extremely low temperature over a extended period of time. If you see here, it's all ice. You leave the car for 2 hours and everything just freezes up. And as for the GLA, even the fuel pump, the fuel tank, the fuel inside it, everything was frozen. Now it's inside there, getting warmed up. That is actually an oven that is used to dry the paint. It'll still take us about 1.5 hours to get the car to starting temperature.
A quick top-up of the -35-degree fuel, and the GLA team was ready to make a long, once-in-a-lifetime journey to the most famous city of the Tibetan Plateau, Lhasa.
665 rupees.
还有65块钱，700。
As the sun shone on the massive Kunlun ranges, the cars were climbing to the highest altitude of this overland adventure, reaching 5,200 meters and hitting the ultra low of lowest temperatures, -17 degrees. Proof of which was frozen in front of us. The Yangtze River, the longest river in China, was frozen to the color of jade. En route for numerous monasteries, the GLA team, like the ancient travelers on the Silk Route, stopped at a few of these to soak in the history of times gone by. The next biggest discovery of this endless adventure was the local wildlife of the region. The GLA team spotted the antelope, Tibetan wild ass, yaks, and the Himalayan griffon vulture.
We are on our way to Lhasa on the Tibetan Plateau. If you look around, it might seem as if it's all plain land with gently rolling hills. But you'd be surprised to know that we are at 15,000 feet. The air is very thin here, it's difficult to breathe, and all the wildlife that we see here are the yaks. The temperature hovers around 0, but right now there's an icy wind blowing, and it's chilling us to the bone.
Lhasa literally means the place of gods. And in the journey to this extraordinary city, the GLA team were not alone. Countless Tibetans were making their own pilgrimage of a lifetime, braving frigid temperatures, crossing arid landscapes. But they were not at the wheel of a modern car. They were going to Lhasa as per their age-old traditions, by prostrating themselves at every step that they advanced. The Tibetans believe that one has to travel in this fashion at least once in their lifetime, or their karma wouldn't be complete.
We are now in this beautiful city of Lhasa. It's at about 13,000 feet, and the main attraction here is, of course, the Potala Palace.
After witnessing the winter palace of the Dalai Lama, the GLA drove along the Tsangpo, which in India becomes the Brahmaputra, to head towards the Ganden monastery. This monastery is perched on top of a mountain and is one of the great three university monasteries of the Gelugpa order of Tibetan Buddhism. Day 24, saying goodbye to a captivating city is always so difficult, but the GLA team packed up, resolved to be back soon, and got on the road to cover the final few thousand kilometers of this epic journey. At 5,200 meters altitude, crossing the Korola Pass, the team drove up the mountains to capture the Lake of Gods, Lake Yamdrok. A splash of color in a dull, insipid landscape. It's one of the three largest sacred lakes of Tibet. For the GLA team, every new day meant new cuisine. But after tasting a variety of flavors from across nations, the food finally started becoming familiar as the team drove closer and closer home.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yogendra. Happy birthday to you. Thank you.
I've ordered a big plate of chow mein, and for the vegetarian it seems like a good day.
Good day for me. Maybe I get black coffee here. And I'm still going with yak because I suppose this is the only place we'll get it. So it's green chilies with yak meat for me.
Day 25, and this was the penultimate day in China. The weather gods were kind, and the GLA team got the sighting of the highest peak in the world, Mount Everest or Chomolungma. The magnificence of nature was truly overwhelming. Day 26 was another border crossing day. Exiting China, the GLA team made it into Nepal over broken roads and heavy traffic. It only got better as the cars neared Kathmandu. Being a free border, crossing over into India didn't pose any problems, but now the desire to reach our destination pumped fresh adrenaline into the team. Keeping to the main highways, the GLA passed through Gorakhpur, Lucknow and Kanpur before skirting Agra to reach Delhi. Day 28. Driving on familiar roads, the GLA team covered 1500 kilometers to Lonavala on the Golden Quadrilateral Road Network, driving for nearly 24 hours.
We are here in Lonavala, heading to our final destination, which is Chakan, the plant of Mercedes-Benz and its headquarters. And this is finally the last leg.
It feels just great to welcome you here back with the Mercedes SUV, the GLA. My compliments and my thank you, really big thank you from all the Mercedes-Benz India guys to your teams. They did a fantastic job over there.
Exactly 1 month back, there was this Mercedes-Benz three-pointed star in the background, but we were in Germany and we were starting the great overland adventure, which has now finally come to its grand end at Pune. Behind us is the Mercedes-Benz plant in Chakan, and with me is the entire team that made it possible. 17,500 kilometers over nearly a month, a great achievement.
Hope you enjoyed the incredible Great Overland Adventure, and if you did, then don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And for more epic automotive content, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to never miss an upload from AutoToday.